Greetings to the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, the biggest, the baddest, the boldest, the coldest, 06 to the good bros, as we like to say. My name is Brother Lamont King, and welcome to MAAC Offline, Meet the MAAC, where we take you into a closer look at some of the brothers that make up the Mid-Atlantic Alpha chapters. All right, today's guest, we'll get right to it. Please welcome, thank you for taking the time out, Brother Dr. General President Willis Lonzer. Good to see you. Hey man, how you been?
Man, it's surreal, brother. I'll be candid with you. Love the fraternity so much that you just serve, and sometimes you realize you're in certain place and you slow down enough to just look around and take it in and like, wow, you know. And but it's been great. I'm excited, revved up, especially after the inauguration, swearing in ceremony. The first virtual one in the fraternity's history.
Right.
9,000 live viewers, 20,000 plus shared viewing. What can you say?
You know what the great thing is about the virtual landscape is that some of these scenarios, you wouldn't see live people in these numbers. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't have been able to get 9,000 people pre-COVID to an event like that. So, this COVID era has introduced a lot of different things from the virtual side of things that are, kind of good. Some is pros and cons, but I think that's amazing to be able to rattle off those numbers and say, hey, listen, it was a live event where I was sworn in, first time ever virtual. We had 9,000 people watching. That's incredible.
And what was really awesome too is that it was a mixture. It wasn't just alphas. It was folks from around the country, classmates of mine from Delaware State University. I mean, people who saw me pledge 35 years ago and remember the waves I had, and now they have slept away and crept away. And,
and swept away. Yeah.
but it was really overall a positive experience. I thought the past general presidents and all of the participants did a wonderful job, just really trying to make as realistically viewable the inaugural ceremony and what all of those symbols mean. It was great. So I'm pleased.
So newly sworn in 36th general president of this illustrious organization. Dumb question. What does that feel like?
Well, it's a mixture of feelings. It's humbling, and I think that's probably the overarching feeling, because you certainly recognize that you are now a fabric or a cog in the history of Alpha Phi Alpha. And then it's only 0.018% of brothers that have become the general president. If you count me in the 200,000, and I just hit at 200,000, it's 200,000 plus brothers. So, and you realize the enormity of the office.
Right.
And that driving for actions that are going to be meaningful to the community that we support, to the brothers that we work with. Because I look at myself as a quarterback. I'm on the field, a field marshal. I'm not one who's above the brothers, but in the mixture of the brothers. So what the brothers feel, I feel. I feel the pain. I feel the difficulties of this pandemic, great loss, spiritual challenges. All of those things just set in really January 1, because by the Constitution, that's when I assumed the role, but the ceremonial swearing in some respects kind of closes the loop. And I'll put a little pin there, because we're going to finish it out at the General Convention, hopefully with some partial attendee abilities because of the vaccination patterns and things. Because we have some things to say to our stakeholders, like the other Divine Nine, and want to make sure their leaders hear us. And I've got a charge for them and a commitment, one that we will step in, and when we're leaders among leaders. And that's why that torch of enlightenment that you have behind you on that beautiful insignia of Alpha that I've seen since I came into Alpha. I always think about us being the torch bearers. We are.
And standard bearers, light bearers,
indeed,
all of the above.
All of the above. We stand for excellence. That's why we can say we are the best fraternity in the world.